Hello, I am Coach Steve Glenn, the boys cross country coach here at Southview, and this video is giving you the information you may have missed yesterday at the quick parent meeting we had. So I will get the information going to you here. If you have any questions, always feel free to contact me. Again, I'm Steve Glenn. Here's my email right here. Taylor Hubbard also coaches with me, and there's his email if you need to contact either one of us or both of us. Also, please get on the Remind Text app if you have not done that already. How you do that is you text at SVUXC to the number 81010, and you'll get signed up, and then you'll be on my list. And anything I send out, which you do a lot of communication through Remind, and all that will go to you, and you'll be able to text me back and forth if need be. We also use that for signing out for meets. So if you can't find Coach Hubbard or me, you can send me that Remind app, or just let me know and send that to me, and know that you have your son after the meet and you are taking off. We also have a Twitter page and a Facebook page. I like to promote the program a lot, so I'm also always posting videos, pictures, results, everything you want to know about the program. If you would rather your son's image not be put on the websites, please let me know, and we will refrain from doing so. Otherwise, I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff on there. Practices, they run every day from 3:45 to 5 every day. There might be a couple exceptions where we might not have practice. We've already had the very hot days where we canceled. There might be some rainy days. Maybe we don't do something, or maybe just a day off for the guys, because sometimes in the midst of the season, you need a day off as well. But 3:45 to 5, we might have days that we get out a little earlier, and we'll let you know those as well. But for the most part, we're done at 5. If you can have somebody there to pick up your son right then, that'd be fantastic. And we can have kind of smooth in and out from practices. We have a trainer at practices this year. Taylor is her name, and she is going to help out with any nagging injuries or major injuries we may have with some of the guys. So if there's something bothering them, have them talk to me, and then we can set up a time with the trainer, or she can take a look at him at practice and say if he should be running or something that night, so we can have a professional tell us what's going on there. The schedule. So the schedule's on this document as well. It's right here. I'll share this with you. We have 7 meets and then the optional state meet at the end. But the schedule, the times here, these are the times of the first race of the night. That may not be our race. As we get closer to each meet, I'll send out a specific email about that meet with maps for the course, directions how to get to the site, things like that, and times of every single race. So we'll do that individually per meet as it gets closer. The statewide meet, the one at the end at Centennial High School, is optional, but it's encouraged. It's just kind of a finale to the season, to have the guys run one more race and see how they do in that one last race. Transportation, we will have a bus to every single meet except for the Centennial meet at the end of the season. That will be, you'll need to get your son to that meet and from that meet. Transportation to every meet. So Iowa State, Valley, Indianola, DMAC, Iowa State again, Prairie Ridge, Southeast Polk. We'll have a bus going to all those places. However, the DMAC meet and the Prairie Ridge meet, we will not have a bus back to the school. So you'll need to have someone there to pick up your son at those 2 meets, the DMAC campus and Prairie Ridge Park. If you set up that they're going to walk, I guess that's what works as well. But there will not be transportation back to the school on those nights. So if you have questions on that, please let me know. Pictures Wednesday, September 13th, just so you know when they're going to be coming out. So we talked about a little bit meets, travel to and from the meets, except for DMAC and Prairie Ridge. You may sign out to ride home with a parent. You must ride the bus to the meet unless there's a prearranged, something prearranged with me. But you can sign out with parents to ride home after the meet. Coach Hubbard's always great for having a sign out sheet, or use the Remind text. What races will your son run, A and B? The stopwatch determines all that. Sometimes there'll be A races where we have our top 7 to 10 guys run, and then everybody else will run B. Some meets, everybody just runs together. So that's the fun thing about cross country, is everybody runs the same race no matter what, and there's no subjectivity to it. It's all determined by the stopwatch who runs what. So makes my job pretty easy there. What will your son need? We will hand out uniforms. We'll have a uniform top and shorts, and that's all we provide. So he'll need tennis shoes, practice clothes, sweats for later in the year as it gets cooler, maybe a couple pairs of socks, A water bottle is always recommended for practices and meets. The uniform he'll get next week and then turn it at the end of the season. So those become damaged or lost, there will be a fee for that, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Shoes. A good pair of running shoes helps a lot with cross country. I recommend Hoka's. I've ran in those for the last few years and love them. They are a little more expensive, but if this is something your son's really interested in, investing in his health and healthy legs and feet, that does go a long way. But it's all comfort, whatever your son likes and is comfortable in running in, and anything like that, that's fine with me. He can wear track spikes if he'd like. Running shoes work out fine. I ran in spikes when I was in high school, but kids don't seem to prefer that now. I do have some spikes they could borrow for the season. They are not the heavy duty, nice cross country spikes that you'd want to get if he's interested in that, though. Spectator advice: if you've never been to a cross country meet, I would advise wearing athletic clothes and tennis shoes, because you're probably going to do a lot of running and walking as well if you want to see a lot of the race, because the race is spread out throughout 2 miles, and some of them are very viewer friendly. The DMAC course, you can stand and watch numerous spots, just stand and see them go by a few times. And then other places like Indianola and Southeast Polk, you got to move around a little bit if you want to see them more than once, if you want to see them besides the start and the finish. So some people do bring chairs and have a seat, but I recommend you get out there and move around. Admission, this was for last year. Johnston charged admission. I've never seen that before, and hopefully won't see it again. But just in case there may be meets that charge admission, as of now, I don't think so. Snacks, what to bring, sign up. The boys need to eat. Some of them have first lunch at 10:30 or 10:45, so they will need to eat again. We do have some parents volunteering to bring snacks, and down here at this QR code, you can volunteer to bring snacks as well. And we really appreciate all you do for us and hope that you do provide those snacks. But it's always safe to send something with your son, something light, fruit, turkey sandwich, granola bar, pickles. I always like eating pickle spears. Those help with cramping a little bit too. Anything light and healthy and not like barred down with sugar, or like heavy, you don't want to eat like a hot dog or anything like that. I don't know if you anybody send a hot dog, but something light, and then afterwards, eat a good meal. Always have a water bottle, fill that up, and then like I say, we can sign up for snacks down here. Team meals. This is the best part of the season for the kids. If you want to team up with some parents, again, in this QR code, there's some questions you can answer. If you want to host a team meal at the school or at your house, I know feeding 30 junior high boys sounds insane, but the kids are usually very respectful and very good, and it's a good time for them. Some parents have like games planned, or they play football or trampoline in their yard. You don't have to do anything like that. You can just feed them and kick them out if you want, but the kids really love that. So if you want to pair up with a parent, or you don't know any parents and would like to be paired up, just sign up, say I want to host, and go from there. This right here is for the team store to purchase any t-shirts. They look like this behind me. There's maroon, yellow, and gray colors of shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants. There's a little bag. There's a hat. You don't have to buy anything. You're not expected to buy anything. It's just there for the guys if they want to represent Southview and you want to represent Southview cross country. The sweats are recommended. They're pretty cheap compared to a lot of stuff you're going to find on these stores. Only like $25 for a hooded sweatshirt, $20 for a crew neck. So that's a great buy for sweats, and he can wear those sweats, for the rest of his life if he doesn't grow out of them, I guess. So, but those are those QR codes right here. I'd really like you to fill out this parent questionnaire. Even if you answered no to everything, it just, gets me in contact, gets me a name with the son and everything. And we can, I get to know you a little bit better. So that's all the information I have for the parent meeting. I'll send this document out with the link to this video, and the schedule as well. I'm looking forward to meets and working with these guys. Cross country, I coached all year round, and cross country is still one of my favorite sports to coach. It's just really rewarding and exciting, and just it's a feel good sport. It makes you feel good when you're at the meet. So I advise everybody to come watch their son run and cheer on everybody else on the team. And hopefully we have a great season and something to celebrate at the end of the year. So again, I am Coach Steve Glenn. And if you have any questions, never hesitate to email me. I'm an over communicator. I will send out messages a lot and talk a lot in this video and do things like this. So if you have any questions, please let me know and I'll gladly answer them. Otherwise, let's go Hawks.